Is Alberta about to break away from Canada? Premier Danielle Smith just unleashed a warning to Ottawa that's got the whole country buzzing. This could change everything. Stick around to find out what's happening, why it matters, and how it affects you. Welcome back to Alberta Spotlight. Today, we're diving into a political storm that's shaking the very core of Canada. Alberta's Premier, Danielle Smith, has just thrown down a bold ultimatum to Ottawa, and trust me, it's not business as usual. She's frustrated, she's fired up, and she's not standing alone. From coffee shops in Calgary to Parliament debates in Ottawa, Canadians everywhere are asking, has Alberta finally had enough? Or is this the beginning of something even bigger? Here's where things get intense. This isn't just about politics, it's about independence, economic survival, and the future of Canada itself. Smith's message is sending shockwaves across the nation, sparking debates about whether Alberta is preparing for true separation or simply fighting for more freedom from Ottawa's grip. One thing's for sure, this ultimatum isn't just talk, it could redefine Canada's future. So, buckle up, because we're about to break down what's really happening, why it matters, and what it means for every Canadian watching right now. Here's the real deal. Alberta and Ottawa have been clashing for years, and it's no ordinary argument. Imagine a family feud, but instead of dinner table drama, we're talking about billions of dollars and the future of an entire nation hanging in the balance. Alberta's oil and gas industry isn't just important, it's the economic heartbeat of Canada, fueling nearly 15% of the nation's economy. Yet, despite carrying so much weight, Albertans say they've been treated like outsiders in their own country, ignored by leaders sitting thousands of kilometers away in Ottawa. And this is where the fire really starts to burn. Prime Minister Justin Trudeau's policies are seen in Alberta as nothing short of a stranglehold. Carbon taxes? Albertans say they're draining wallets and killing jobs. Pipeline restrictions? They argue it's choking off their lifeline, the oil industry itself. And those sweeping federal rules? To many in Alberta, they feel less like guidance and more like orders handed down by a government that doesn't understand their reality, their struggles, or their pride. For Albertans, this isn't just politics, it's survival. And that's why tensions are boiling over like never before. Imagine this, Alberta is working day and night, driving Canada's economy with oil, gas, and resources, yet decisions about its future are being made hundreds of miles away in Ottawa. For years, Albertans have felt like the backbone of the nation but treated like second-class citizens when it comes to power and policy. That frustration has been building like a pressure cooker, until now. Danielle Smith, Alberta's bold premier, finally slammed her fist on the table and said the words that sent shockwaves across the country, Ottawa, back off. Her fiery demand? More control over Alberta's resources, freedom from Ottawa's endless regulations, and a louder voice in shaping Canada's future. But here's where it gets explosive. Whispers of full separation are spreading like wildfire. Could Alberta actually walk away from Canada? Supporters are calling it the fight for true independence, while critics warn it could rip the nation apart forever. One thing's for sure, Danielle Smith's warning isn't just politics, it's a ticking time bomb that could change Canada's history. But here's the real bombshell, is this truly Alberta's push for full independence, or is Danielle Smith simply playing hardball, using the threat of separation as a weapon to finally make Ottawa listen? Because this is no longer just about pipelines, taxes, or policy papers. This fight cuts much deeper. It's about Alberta's pride, its identity, and the frustration of a province that feels abandoned by the very country it powers. And let's be honest, if one of Canada's biggest and most resource-rich provinces feels ignored for too long, the question isn't just whether Alberta will leave, it's whether Canada itself can survive the cracks that are starting to spread across the Federation. Now, let's cut through the noise, because this isn't just politics, this is about the very soul of Canada's unity. Danielle Smith supporters argue Alberta has every right to stand up. After all, Alberta pumps billions into the national economy, fuels industries across the country, and yet, many residents feel like Ottawa treats them as nothing more than a never-ending cash machine. They're not asking for special treatment, they're demanding respect, recognition, and the power to decide what's best for their own province. And honestly, if you were in their shoes, wouldn't you want the same? But here's where it gets messy. Critics warn this isn't just Alberta's fight, it's a dangerous domino effect waiting to happen. If Alberta wins more control, what's stopping Quebec, British Columbia, or even smaller provinces from demanding the same? Suddenly, we're not talking about one province standing tall, we're talking about Canada itself beginning to fracture. Imagine the chaos, provinces pulling away, Ottawa losing grip, and the very idea of a united Canada hanging by a thread. The question is, are we witnessing the birth of a stronger Alberta, or the beginning of Canada's unraveling? And let's be honest, this isn't just another political shouting match. This is about real-life consequences that could hit you directly. Think about it, if Alberta and Ottawa can't patch things up, gas prices could skyrocket overnight, shaking up everything from your morning commute to the price of groceries at your local store. And it doesn't stop there, new tax shifts could sneak up on families already struggling with inflation. Whether you're filling up your tank in Calgary, paying bills in Toronto, or watching the Canadian dollar fluctuate abroad, the shockwaves could be massive. The bigger picture? Canada's influence on the world stage could shrink, leaving room for global powers to call the shots while Canadians bear the cost at home. So here's the big question, is Alberta finally taking a stand to protect its people and future, or is this a reckless gamble that could tear the country apart? Some say it's about courage, others call it pure chaos. But the truth is, this debate is bigger than politicians, it's about you, me, and millions of Canadians who will live with the outcome. That's why your opinion matters. Do you think Alberta's warning is the bold step Canada needs right now, or a dangerous move that risks everything? Drop your thoughts in the comments, and let's ignite the biggest conversation yet. Because trust me, this story is just getting started, and the next chapter could change Canada forever. So, that's the full breakdown on Alberta's bold stand against Ottawa. But here's the real question. Are we watching the start of Canada's biggest political showdown in decades? Danielle Smith isn't just making noise, she's throwing down a challenge that could reshape Canada forever. Imagine the ripple effect if Alberta actually pushes through, what would happen to the rest of the provinces? Some believe this moment marks Alberta finally seizing control of its own destiny, a bold step that could reshape not only the province but the entire future of Canada. Yet, others fear this move could ignite a national fracture, tearing apart the unity that has held the country together for generations. The question is, where do you stand? Should Alberta risk everything for independence and a chance at freedom, or is holding on to unity the safer, smarter bet? This isn't just politics, it's history being written in real time. And your opinion could be the spark that fuels the next chapter. So before you go, take a stand, smash that like button if you believe Alberta is right to fight back, or drop a comment if you think Canada is on the verge of collapse. Share this video with those who need to hear the truth, because staying silent only means letting someone else decide your future. And don't forget to subscribe and ring the bell, because in our very next video, we're exposing the shocking secret moves Trudeau is making right now to stop Alberta's rebellion. Trust me, you won't want to miss what's coming next. This video is created for informational and educational purposes only. All views expressed are based on publicly available information, news reports, and personal analysis. We are not affiliated with any political party, government, or official organization. Viewers are encouraged to form their own opinions and verify details through trusted sources. Any resemblance to individuals or events beyond public figures is purely coincidental.